Hello everyone, I'm Ben, this is Books with Bengus Khan, and today I have for you my April TBR. I usually don't do monthly TBR videos because I am such a mood reader that I don't plan out what I'm going to read for the whole month, but in April I'm going to be part of the Keymark TBR Blitz Readathon. So this is through a Discord that was started by the self-pub author A.R. Witham. I was part of their last readathon, it was a lot of fun, and there's still time to join. So I'll put the link to the Keymark Discord in the description. This Discord is full of fantasy and science fiction lovers. Lots of actual authors, self-pub authors are part of that. The whole community is really great. And if you'd like to be part of the readathon, there's still time to join because it starts April 1st. So you still have a few days. And it's a pretty low-key readathon because there is a maximum of 5 books that you can read that will count for points for your team. So I think lots of people last time were able to get close to the maximum number of points, but if not, it's all for fun. There was just a great time had all around. So I have to figure out how to max out my points. I was trying to finagle based on the prompts, and I think I figured it out. But before then, because I just finished A Storm of Swords, which was great, I have a few days before I can start anything for the readathon. So I thought I would pick up A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. That's 3 short stories or novellas, and they're happened, I think, 100 years before Game of Thrones took place. But this is just a beautiful illustrated edition. There's illustrations on near every page, and I love that. I can't wait to go through this over the next couple days. But that should take me to the start of the month, and then I'm actually on the team of Derry, who's the captain. That's Derry from Derry's Read It Before. Great channel. And she is the Robin Hobb queen. And so it is so fitting that after years of having this on my TBR, I will finally be reading Ship of Magic, first book in the Live Ship Traders trilogy, to continue my Realm of the Elderlings journey. I started that journey a few years ago, and this TBR Blitz Readathon is the perfect thing for me to give me the kick I needed to get in some of these that have been on my TBR for a very long time. So can't wait to dive into Ship of Magic finally. And then in terms of prompts, let's see. So Ship of Magic, I think, is going to fill in the Chonker prompt because it is way over 500 pages. And then it will fill in, just barely qualify for the bonus point for being published in the 20th century, because I think this was published in 1998. So I was able to take care of those 2 prompts with that one. And then we have some that have been on my TBR for the longest out of any book. So this is Jade City by Fonda Lee. When I made my first ever bookstore run in 2019, once I had gotten back into adult fantasy and sci-fi, so I went to Barnes & Noble, tried to buy some more fantasy books, and these are Jade City and Jade War were 2 of the ones I got on that very first bookstore run to start fill out my library with adult fantasy. And it's been years that it's been on my TBR, so I am ecstatic to finally dive into this one. So it covers the prompts of being on my TBR for over a year. Yeah, I think it's been almost 4 years. And then it covers a book published in the 21st century. So yeah, this one's just from a handful of years ago, but it's been so prominent now in the adult fantasy sphere. Can't wait to be part of that conversation finally. And then, because I like to binge series, it ended up working out that I could do Jade War as well, because there is a prompt for continuing a series, which would be perfect for this, and then a bonus point for the second book in a series. I'm not on too many second books, so this one's perfect. I could do the second live ship book, but this one's a bit shorter, so it's more of a sure thing that I could fit everything in if I went for the second book with Jade War. So yeah, super excited to get most of the way through that trilogy this month. And the next one I don't have a physical copy of, but it is the Combat Codes by Alexander Darwin. So I don't have a physical copy, but I have an e-arc because it is supposed to be released, I believe, in the middle of June. And this had been out self-pub, but got picked up by Orbit, I think, and so will be re-released in TradPub. And this will fit the prompts for outside of my comfort zone, since this is a martial arts focus. I've never done jiu-jitsu or anything like that in my own life, and haven't read anything where that is kind of the primary focus. So I'm interested to see if that clicks with me or not. And then for the bonus point, this will count for debut novel since it was Darwin's first ever published book. So yeah, excited to try something a little different. And this one I really needed to get to since I want to get my feedback ratio up for NetGalley. So very happy that that fits. And lastly, I will be doing The Severing Sun by Von Roycroft. So this covers the points of a recent edition on my TBR. It could also have been a recommendation from a friend since I saw Philip Chase's glowing review of this a couple months ago when it first came out. And I've been really wanting to get to it since the author was so kind to send me an edition with some personalized note at the front. And I do so much, though, with audio or hybrid that there's no audiobook for this one, so that's been holding me back. But I really wanted to dive in, so this readathon is perfect for this because I also will get the bonus point for an indie author. So maybe what I'll do to try to make sure I can fit everything in here is maybe I'll go for the audio of Ship of Magic for a lot of it, and maybe then do some of the reading of Combat Codes or The Severing Sun at the same time to have a couple books going. But we'll see if the audio for Ship of Magic clicks because, yeah, that narrator hasn't worked well for everyone. But that is the plan for the readathon. If you'd like to join, come on into that Keymark Discord and sign up for a team. And yeah, tell me if you're excited about any of these, and tell me what you're excited to read in April, and I'll see you later.